I've always kind of been a person that, I do my own thing, and I'm my authentic real self, and I've kind of always been this way, and I let other people be the way that they want to be, and I don't judge them, and I can see when people are fake and when they're not, and when they're wearing a mask and when they're not, but if it doesn't work for me, I just walk away and I just do my own thing and I stay in my own lane. And, I don't really judge them. Don't judge, thus be judged. But I do what's right for me. And I surround with myself with what's peaceful and what makes me happy. And, it's all about, being your best self for yourself, and becoming and giving what you can, even if when you have nothing left to give, knowing that you've done all that you can. And that's what it's about for me in my world, is having that own self of satisfaction that I played hard, I gave, I loved, and I became what I needed to become for myself and for the people around me, expanding the fulfillment in my heart. And there's a story about this tree, and there's this old tree, and it's been really twisted up, all its roots, and it's really big, and it's, over time it looks ugly on the outside. And there's all these other trees that are surrounding it that are long and tall and straight and beautiful. And the all after some time, a forestry comes down and they chop down all these trees, for wood and for building. And but this tree that was twisted, they just left thinking, oh, it's not a big deal, we don't have to worry about that, we'll just leave it, it's, we'll get these other trees. And so this twisted tree was left standing, and all the trees around it were cut down. And over time, there was a drought, and it got really hot, and there was no shelter for anybody. And all of these people flocked to this old tree with twisted roots, because it had big branches and it had shade and it still had water in its roots. And it all of a sudden was beautiful and loved and appreciated, admired. And all these people would flock to shelter under this tree that was supposedly ugly and twisted. And the moral of the story is that this tree was the last one standing. It endured no matter what, was going on the outside, which is, you can relate it with yourself, to endure to the end, to never give up, to be the last one standing, to be strong in who you know you are and who you want to be, and not caring what it looks like on the outside, but doing what's right for you, that's true to your heart. And, eventually at the end, it's all about who's still there. And so be that person.